So may I have last speaker, Dr. Kumar. Yes. Dr. Kumar is from Department of Zoology, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. He has been working in the area of cancer biology. He is also PhD from BHU. And he received Dr. D.S. Kothari postdoc fellowship and worked at Emory University at Atlanta. Now he is assistant professor at Center of Life Sciences, Central University of Punjab. And he is also member of European Association of Cancer Research, Indian Society of Cancer Biology, and European Federation of Biotechnology. Dr. Ajay Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the nice introduction. So, first of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee, especially Professor IL15 Kumar and Professor Srivastava, for giving this opportunity to present my work here on this platform. So, the title of today's presentation is Therapeutic Potential of Nivolumab against T-cell lymphoma, the role of altered glucose metabolism, pH homeostasis, and oxidative stress. So, first of all, I would like to briefly discuss about the lymphoma, current therapeutic strategy, and classification. So, lymphoma is a cancer of lymphocytes, particularly T-cell and B-cell, and that basically originates in lymphoid tissue. Organs like bone marrow, thymus, spleen, and lymph. So it's the 7th most common cancer and ranked 9th for cancer associated death worldwide, according to Global 2018. Lymphoma is the 11th most common cancer in India, and it is estimated that the burden of lymphoma is going to be doubled by 2035. So basically, it is classified into two groups. One is broadly lymphoma into two types: T-cell lymphoma and B-cell lymphoma. T-cell lymphoma is rare and it constitutes 10 to 20% of total lymphoma, and the prognosis is very poor, and that's why the survival is very less in comparison to this B-cell lymphoma. So, therapeutic approaches are basically immunotherapy, bone marrow transplantation, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy. Like other cancers, still chemotherapy is the first line therapy for the treatment of T-cell lymphoma. And but the major drawback of using whatever the anti-cancer drugs those are available, they cause so many side effects like alopecia, cardiotoxicity, nephrotoxicity, nausea and vomiting, and peripheral neuropathy, reduced fertility, and all. That's why in recent past years, phytochemicals have emerged as a better choice of anti-cancer drug due to minimum or no side effects, easy availability, low cost, and multiple targets. So, and more so, in recent few years, approximately 50 to 60% of cancer patients in USA are being treated with compounds, either they are derived from the plants or from the nutrients. So, among plants with the medicinal importance, this neem, also called that Dicta indica, is the most common traditional medicinal plant, which different different parts are being used for the treatment of various diseases and is well known, established from thousands of years. Okay, so hence it is popularly called as village pharmacy in Asian countries, including India. And interestingly, more than 30 bioactive molecules are isolated from the different parts of the neem like leaf, fruits, flowering, including azadirachtin, epoxy, dry-roll, nimbine, quercetin, nimbolide, which have shown promising tumoricidal action against various cancers. So, one of the studies conducted by Cohen et al., they found that among several limbolioids, nimbolide exhibits maximum cytotoxic potential. More so, a study conducted by Cheetah et al., they found that, and they basically identified that the BCL2 is the major target. So, due to all these things, we selected this nimbolide for our study, and accumulating evidence suggests that nimbolide exhibits its tumoricidal action by inducing apoptosis and inhibiting various crucial cellular processes like invasion and metastasis, endogenesis, and cell proliferation. But still, nothing is known about how this nimbolide going to alter reprogrammed glucose metabolism and tumorocytosis. These two are the major hallmarks features of the cancer cells. More so, very little is known regarding the tumoricidal action of this nimbolide against T-cell lymphoma. Really complex neoplastic disorder. In terms of the clinical management. So that's why we started working on this T-cell lymphoma. And as you can see from here, these normal cells, they show more dependency on oxidative phosphorylation for their energy requirement, whereas in case of transformed cells or cancer cells, neoplastic cells, they basically going to get going to obtain their energy from the glycolysis, although from the glycolysis they are only going to get free ATP. The reason is that cancer cells are, as we all know, that these are the highly proliferating cells, and they need quick energy. More so, this is the pathway glycolysis, which is going to provide various precursor molecules of macromolecular synthesis. Like here, you can see that this glycerol 3-phosphate is involved in the nucleotide synthesis. This 3-phosphoglycerate in serine biosynthesis. So, this is the region the cancer cells switch their metabolism from oxidative phosphorylation to this glycolysis. So, and usually they do this by elevating the level of various glycolysis regulatory molecules like glucose transporter group 3 and then PKM2, LDHA, lactate dehydrogenase, PGK1, pyruvate dehydrogenase kinase 1, and monocarboxylate transporter. So, apart from this, cancer cells produce large amount of acidic metabolites, including this lactate, which is an end product of glycolysis. Because cancer cells, the reason is that cancer cells perform glycolysis even in presence of oxygen. Usually, normal cells they do this only in the absence of oxygen, and that is nothing but the Pastor's effect. But in the case of cancer, they perform glycolysis even in the presence of performed oxygen, and that's why that is called Warburg's effects of aerobic glycolysis, which play a crucial role in developing or creating an acidic tumor microenvironment. And that is the reason this, in case of cancer cells, reverse pH gradient has been noted. So in case of cancer cells, what we can see that the intracellular pH is more than 7.4, whereas in case of normal cell, it is near 7.2, whereas extracellular pH is very low. It's near about 6.7 to 7.1. So why they do this? The benefit of this reverse pH gradient is that this higher intracellular pH is going to inhibit apoptosis, so they are going to protect them to undergo the apoptosis. More so, this acidic tumor microenvironment, they basically, this acidic tumor microenvironment promotes immunosuppression. They are going to suppress the function of various immune cells like macrophages and all, and also promotes elevation and metastasis by activating MMP, matrix metalloproteases, and induces apoptosis in case of normal cells. So that is the reason. So many of benefits. That's why cancer cells basically create this acidic tumor microenvironment. And in creating this acidic tumor microenvironment, various pH regulators play crucial role. Some of them are NHE, sodium proton exchanger, DATPH, and the MCT monocarbonate transporter, which is basically a transporter which is involved in the transportation of lactate, which is going to be produced due to the aerobic glycolysis by the cancer cells and the carbonic anhydrase and all. So, due to mentioned about lactone, we designed two objectives. The first part, we are going to basically evaluate the antitumor activity of nimbolide against T-cell lymphoma in vitro and in vivo. And then in the second part, I will show you some of the interesting results regarding the effect of nimbolide on the program glucose metabolism and tumor cirrhosis. So, in the first part, what we did, we first performed MTTSC on some of the T-cell lymphoma cell lines. One is real cell, Dalton's lymphoma cells, and at78 and J6 cell. Dalton's lymphoma, it is a type of malignant T-cell lymphoma, whereas these two, at78 and J6, these two are the human originated T-cell lymphoma. And as we can see from here, that this nimbolide inhibited the survival of T lymphoma cells in both the cases, whether which are of murine origin or human origin, in time as well as in those different manner. Further, as we all know that apoptosis is one of the major mode of cell death, we estimated the apoptosis with the help of NX75 and TAP staining, and as you can see from here, nimbolide induced apoptosis and more apoptotic cell population will noted in case of nimbolide treated T lymphoma cells. Further, we reconfirm this at molecular level, and as you can see from here, the expression of BCL2 gets down-regulated where the pro-apoptotic molecules are 23 bags and caspase 3 were upregulated. The same we found in the case of XO38, where we did not check the purificatory level because it is mutated in the case of XO38. So further, we moved to the in vivo model and did some experiments. We used 0.5 mg per kg body weight nimbolide, and then as you can see from here, so the ascitic fluid is going to be decreased. So peritoneum load is going to be decreased here as compared to control. More so, as we can see from all these three bar diagrams, that body weight decreased in the case of nimbolide administered tumor mice, ascitic fluid that is also decreased, and tumor cell density we also found decline. So apart from that, what we noted that the tumor cells, those were isolated from nimbolide administered tumor bearing mice, in that case survival was elevated, significantly elevated as compared to the control group. So all of these results suggest that obviously nimbolide not only inhibit the tumor growth in vitro but also in vivo. Okay. So similarly, we also checked apoptosis by NX75 and TAP staining, and we got the same kind of result in that some process. In case of tumor cells, those were isolated from the nimbolide administered tumor mice. and similar kind of pattern we found in the case of assisted molecules. Further, Ross reactive oxidation species is found as one of the prominent factors in nimbolite mediated process, and that's why we check the level of Ross. As you can see from here, the Ross level was elevated in case of nimbolite tumor cells are isolated from the nimbolite mice. And as we all know that superoxide dismutase and catalyte, both of these two play a crucial role in regulating the pH homeostasis, which check the level and found decline. So obviously, the apoptosis which is going to be induced by nimbolite, that is probably through the Ross mediator. So apart from that, we also check the effect of nimbolite on crucial cellular and non-cellular components of the blood, particularly total leukocytes, lymphocytes, monocytes, hemoglobin, and RBC. And as you can see from here, this is the normal in the case of the normal, and this is the control group, and this is the experimental group. So as we all can see that nimbolite treatment tried to recover the leukocyte number and lymphocytes and monocytes, which was found altered in the case of tumor being mice. So all of these results suggest that
what is this control group?
Control means are totally normal, means nothing, no tumor.
Normal?
No, this normal is the nothing, means no tumor. Control is having only tumor being no and administered with the vital.
Without treatment.
Yeah, without treatment.
Okay.
So in the second part, we check the effect of nimbolite on two crucial hormones features of cancer cells, that is the program glucose metabolism and tumor acidosis. So this glycolysis, as already I mentioned that the tumor cells, most of the tumor cells show dependency on the glycolysis, and this is one of the crucial metabolic adaptive feature. And we check this by examining the level of glucose, lactase, and pH. And interestingly, we found increased level of glucose and pH, whereas declined level of lactase in the extracellular region, which clearly suggests the anti-glycolytic activity of nimbolite. Apart from that, we also check the level of crucial glycolysis regulatory molecules, glucose transporter group 3, PDK pyruvate dehydrogenase kinase 1, which is known as gatekeeper enzyme. So this is basically involved in phosphorylation of the pyruvate dehydrogenase, and by doing this, it's blocked the entry of the acetyl into the TCA cycle, and thus forces the tumor cell to do glycolysis even in presence of sufficient oxygen. And here we can see that nimbolite inhibited both this group 3 and PDK1. And this hyper-alpha is the transcription factor for both of these molecules, and that is also found down-regulated. So probably nimbolite is inhibiting or suppressing the expression of group 3 and PDK1 through the hyper-alpha. A similar kind of pattern we also found observed in the case of 78 cells. So then we moved to the in vivo experiments, and we found again the elevated level of glucose, declined level of lactate in the cycle fluid, and then the decreased level of glucose, LDHA lactate. So as I mentioned that tumor acidosis in the generation of creation of acidic tumor microenvironment, pH regulatory molecules play a critical role, and we found that this extracellular pH, means pH of the acidic fluid, was found elevated in case of nimbolite administered to mice. We checked the level of pH regulatory molecules like monocarbonate transporter 1, NHC1, carbonic monohydrate 9, and BATP, and these all were found on the letter. So this could be the reason. That's why the level of extracellular pH was found elevated. So overall, the conclusion is that nimbolide triggers apoptotic cell death in T lymphoma cells by altering the levels of apoptosis-related molecules. Nimbolide activates anti-glycolytic activity by modulating the expression of glycolysis-regulatory molecules, including transcription factor. Nimbolide has also the potential to reverse the acidic tumor microenvironment by suppressing the expression of pH-regulatory molecules like MCT1, NH1, carbonic anhydride 9, and BAT-proline. Hence, nimbolide-mediated glycolysis inhibition and reversal of acidic tumor microenvironment might have also a crucial role in tumor growth inhibition. Overall, the experimental findings of the present study demonstrate that nimbolide might be a promising chemotherapeutic drug for the treatment of T-cell lymphoma and may play a significant role in designing of the novel chemotherapeutic regimens in T-cell lymphoma. So, this is my small research team, and work which I presented here was done by Kumar. My lab is supported by University Grant Commission and the ICMA. And this the work which I have shown here basically was supported by the university. Thank you all for
I want to know, you try to have like to stop this to mice model after people mice model. This cancer reverts back to normal and will be limited. We give the treatment like for some time.
Sir, actually we treated the mice tumor mice portfolio and we found that mice, most of the mice will survive more than 50 days. So I think even because we only administered the nimbolide only for 12 days, and even though survival was very fantastic, so I think having a great potential.
The second question is try to have a combination like this along with cisplatin and oxygen and see the effect of the medication. What use this along with cisplatin and oxygen?
Cisplatin.
Yeah.
No cyclic agent and have a better effect.
Yeah, but the problem was we did this, but what we found, because the killing potential of this nimbolide is much better than even the cisplatin, and that was the reason when we are administering both cisplatin and nimbolide, there was no much difference. That's why we drop out at the idea. Might be in future we will plan something. It's why it's happening. So probably because nimbolide itself at very low dose was, and in case of, it has been observed that in the case of leukemia, nimbolide so basically the cytotoxic ability at very low. So
my last question, sorry.
It's okay.
So like all this anti-cancer drug has a lot of side effects like skin loss. No,
so but
just what is nimbolide? Do you have anything side effect more?
Sir, yeah, it's really good question. And I have already shown it. I have here shown it that there was nothing, means even the number of lymphocytes, monocytes, that's all increased. So there is no any side effects. Apart from that, I have not shown some of the data, and then where we did some histological analysis and found that there is this nimbolide treatment is going to reverse the cytotoxic effect of this means the tumor burden due to the tumor, whatever the changes are going to happen in the kidney and on the liver, so that is going to be reversed by the nimbolide.
Thanks.
So I think you should have used normal cells.
Yes, sir. We did
nimbolide to show that it has no toxicity.
Yeah.
That is number one.
Yes, sir.
Number two, you should have a positive control with a non-anti-cancer.
Yes, yes. You are
Not in combination, not necessarily, but
Yeah.
separately.
Yeah, yes.
So that would have,
Yes, but none of the reviewer asked, and none of the.
if I was reviewer, I would have asked.
Okay, thank you for this.
Any more questions? So thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you,
Kumar. And on behalf of organizers of INCD 2022 and on my own behalf, I thank all the speakers for their best effort and all the audience to have so much patience. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
I love. Yes, sir.